Welcome to Gail's Garden Herbs and More. I'm going to go inside in a minute and go show you some different hot drinks, some teas, different things, and when to take them. And after that, we're going to take a walk in the woods and do some more talking about it and why we need it and some different things. So come along with me, stick with me. We'll be outside other than just strictly in that dark little trailer. But I did want to show you some things with the teas and give you a couple little recipes. If you listen closely, I'll give it to you in the video. And here we go. Welcome to Gail's Garden, Herbs, and More. Okay, what I want to talk to you about is some teas and drinks, different things for the winter time that, everybody likes a nice hot drink. So let me give you some ideas and some thoughts. Okay, last night I made a tea, and you have to understand, if you want to sleep good at night, you don't want to drink things like my morning drink that I'm drinking right now, which is some mocha java beans. And I'm going to get to that in a second. Something about that. Okay, last night what I had was some elder blossoms. Yes, these are from my tree down in the valley when I lived there. And last June I picked lots of blossoms. It was just getting to really give me good stuff and lots of it, and I moved. I had to, no choice. And chamomile. I mixed these two. Very nice, mild, wonderful drink that's relaxing. And I slept like a baby last night. I didn't go to sleep for a while, though. I was watching news and different things and talking to different people over the phone and just, enjoying and relaxing for my evening. But yes, you don't want to take something that's going to give you extra energy or keep you awake at night. So these two make a wonderful evening drink. Now, have something right. I'm just going to put these in here, but I think I'll just make a tea later this morning. Almost went in my coffee. That might be interesting. What is this? It's little pieces of pine. I'm doing a lot of that. Super, super high in vitamin C, which we need in the winter time. These are pine needles, and this makes a wonderful tea. It is just absolutely delicious. You can drink your Christmas tree. Yes, it is really good. And you can have that about any time of day. You could probably have it at night, but I am thinking, not positive on this point, people, but I am thinking it's a little more of an astringent drink, and I have to be really careful in the evenings. I can't even, it's not good for me to eat. I love to snack and watch a movie or something like that, but I pay for it if I eat in the evenings. Just the way it is. Sometimes I can get away with it, but because I'm really thinking that these pine needles are a little bit astringent, I really didn't want to make a pine tea before I went to bed, and it probably wouldn't have bothered me at all, but just in case, I thought, I don't think I want anything just astringent with nothing else on my stomach, although I've taken this in the morning and not eaten for hours, and it has never ever bothered my stomach, but I'm just careful at night. So yeah, that's what this is from last night. I had a little bit left over. I put it together with some tea bags that I bought offline, and I put it in a tea bag because chamomile has little teeny tiny pieces that float all over, and if you just want a nice clear easy drink, you want to put it in a bag so those don't escape. Sometimes they're so little they'll get through strainers and stuff, but a tea bag holds them in really well. So I use my tea bag for that. A little tip on that. Okay, and then this morning, well, yesterday I went to town, and after payday I like to find something and treat myself a little bit. So I bought a specialty coffee. It was only maybe $1 more than the regular, But this was a specialty. It sounded so good. Well, actually, I got two. One little bag was maple almond and toffee, and the other one was the mocha java. I haven't tried the maple almond and toffee. The reason it's open is when I get things in bags like this, I put them in a jar, and then I get my little sealer and seal the jar to keep them fresh as the day I put them in the jar. So they're always fresh coffee beans, and then I'll take a few to grind. But there were a few left over that didn't fit in the jar, and I'll probably drink these tomorrow morning. This morning I did the mocha java. And to be honest, you can slightly, very slightly taste the difference. Very slightly. But not that much. I don't think it's worth it for a whole dollar's worth. Now, I've got these stored up, so I'll have them for a while. Just me. They'll last a while. But I probably won't buy the specialty coffees anymore because it's not that different that I can't. I usually make my own specialty coffees with my regular coffee grounds, which I've talked about in some of my recent videos, like my one not too long ago. So go back over my videos, you'll find a most wonderful coffee with a very special spice. And I need to make some more of that. I've made it since the video, but I need to make some more because it's good. You'll have to check out my past videos on that one. I'm going to tantalize you a little bit. But right now I'm drinking my morning coffee, which I'm not a big coffee drinker, but every once in a while in the morning I'll have a cup of coffee. Yesterday I didn't have coffee. I had some of my specialty chai mix that I make. It's more of an immune boosting chai. I've got extra things added, although this last time I kind of made a mistake, guys. Let me show you something. This is my my regular chai mix, but I put my black seed in here, and I put just a little bit more black seed than I should have. I think I put in that whole thing, I put maybe a tablespoon and a half, and it's added just it's kind of bitter. Black seeds are very bitter tasting, and but they're so healthy for you, especially in the wintertime when there's lots of colds and flus. Now, I don't have any cold or flu, but it is so cold here. I can't keep a trailer very warm, so it's really cold. But I need to really take care of myself. So I had put the black seeds in, but from now on I don't think I'm going to put them in my regular chai, and I can just add a little bit because there's times I just don't want that bitter flavor. I just want a good cup of chai. Now I've got a whole quart of this chai that's slightly bitter, but there is something I'm going to try. Sometimes, let me show you. Okay, I got this one I ordered from Star West quite a while ago. This is called Faux Tie, F-O-T-I, Faux Tie, Polygonium multiflorum, and it's from China. I don't like getting things from China. Ordering from, it wasn't in China, but the company that I get it from, Star West, gets it from there. That's where it's grown. It's a root, and it's specially processed. Really, really good for you. And the flavor is just so mellow and wonderful. I can't even explain it. But one thing I've noticed is when I add Faux Tie to some of in the wintertime I do a lot of roots and seeds and that type of a thing where I cook them on the stove and for a long time and get all that goodness out. And some of them, like your burdock, is kind of bitter too. But when I add a little bit of the Faux Tie, it just mellows it all out to where it just takes the bitterness out. Now, I haven't tried it with coffees or I haven't tried it with this chai tea with the black seed. I don't know if it's going to get rid of the black seed bitterness or not. But I'm going to give it a try, and we're going to see. So, maybe I'll think to let you know about that in another video. But, yeah, there's things you can do like that to mellow out flavors. It's kind of fun. It's like a whole world of, some people love to go in the kitchen and cook. And when I had a bigger kitchen and had room to do things, I love to cook. Where I'm at now, it's so cramped and hard, and I don't have the running water. It's a big deal to get my dishes washed, but I still have to cook. Yesterday, though, I just chasing a little rabbit here. Um, it was so good. It's not too hard. I got some sourdough bread. First, I ran it through my little oven that I have and gave it a slight toast. Then I put it in the pan and I added, I didn't want the pastrami because there's a lot of sodium nitrate and I couldn't find any really good pastrami that didn't have the sodium nitrate and stuff. But I did find some chicken breast, turkey breast, and ham that didn't. That was supposed to have been from healthy animals and stuff. So I got a little bit of all of those. And some sauerkraut. I need to eat lots more sauerkraut, especially in the winter. It has stuff in it. I'm not a big sauerkraut fan, but I'm going to make myself like it because, and it was delicious yesterday. It has vitamin K and a lot of other, the K2, I believe, and a lot of other things that are just, you can't get in a lot of foods, and stuff that you really, really need to help fight viruses and just make yourself generally healthy. So, now, I'm not a doctor or anything. I can't tell you guys what to do. I'm just telling you some things that I do and how I'm thinking and why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. So I made a sandwich and with some good organic cheese and put it in the pan and with some butter and fried it up. And with the sauerkraut in there with the meat and the cheese, and it was so good. Doesn't have to be pastrami. But let's go back to the teas. You can eat the whatever kind of sandwich that is with your teas if you want, or just have your tea by yourself like at night like I do. But anyway, yeah, the faux ties, I'm going to try that and we'll see if that mellows that out. Now, another thing, I put together a bunch of stuff and made what I call healthy as you go tea. And I think you can probably pretty much drink this any time of the day. Probably not so much at night because it does have some stuff in it that are kind of vibrant, make you feel a little more vibrant, and you want to be more relaxed and kind of sleepy at night. I had one for the evening that I had made, but in the move I must have given it to somebody. I was trying to cut down on everything. I'm going to have to go back and do that again. It was a wonderful, relaxing evening tea. But this one is, I put in a cup of honey bush. That's a type of tea. I put a 1/4 cup of cinnamon chips, a tablespoon of orange peel, 2 tablespoons of hibiscus. I was growing some hibiscus then, I don't have it now. A tablespoon of licorice root, a tablespoon of astragalus powder. Now the thing about astragalus, it's something you want to take before you get sick, not afterwards. It takes time and it builds up in your system and it really helps to strengthen your immune system to fight off things so you don't get it. That astragalus, I get astragalus powder. You can get the long roots and just boil them in put it in your stew, and then you just take the root out because they're too tough to eat when you're done. But I use the powder and I just, it's wonderful. I put it in all kinds of stuff. I need to order more, but I just can't this month. Then I put a tablespoon of what's called kava kava. Kava kava is interesting. It'll kind of make your tongue tingle, so don't be surprised if you get some kava kava and your tongue starts tingling. 1 tablespoon of ginger root. Now, that was chopped up, dried, and I don't use dried ginger root anymore because it has some benefits, but once ginger root is dried, it loses its benefit to help with viruses. So if you want ginger root, which is anti-inflammatory, it helps you not to be nauseated. It also fights against viruses, but you have to have the fresh ginger root. And what I do is I juice mine, and then I put them in ice cube trays with the little lids, and then I break it up into little chunks and put it in my teas. And it's really good in hot chocolate too, but you have to get your chocolate the right temperature. If it's too hot and you put it in, it'll make it curdle. So it's probably the easiest just to use it in your teas, but it tastes so good in chocolate if I can get the temperature right. Yeah, so that was my healthy as you go tea. And that's wonderful to drink, probably earlier in the day, I would say. And then let's take a little walk. I wanted to talk to you about my teas, God, country, and news or whatever. Anyway, on the teas, I think about how God gave us herbs for food and medicine. And we got away from that so much and got into the pharmaceuticals where they make big bucks off from it. And they started out by using some of the extractions of some of the herbs and all of this, and you could have got it on your own for much cheaper, but now you're paying big bucks for it through them. And then it's been corrupted more and more over the years. And so much I could say, but I'm going to leave that. Oh, I've got somebody going to take a walk with me. She follows me all over. I think she's lonesome. Yeah, I think Curry's lonesome. There's a little, you're not real little, there's a male cat that comes over sometimes, but she's not too interested in him. He is in her, but she's not in him. So I think she's fixed anyway. But yeah, so much about that, huh? Not only did God give us herbs, but he gave us a body. And it's temporary for the soul. We're eternal souls. Well, I don't know about, we're not eternal like God, but from the time we were created. And he gave us these bodies, and we're supposed to take care of them. It's the only body we got. So that we will have a healthy body to serve the Lord, to do the things we have to do to exist, to fight the evil when the evil is trying to take over your country, or you can't do it if you're sick. And here's something else, guys. I think, well, it's already getting rough for some, but it's going to get rougher, and for more and more. And you really need your health. And you need to learn about some of these herbs, and not just the same olds that people talk about all the time. We really need to, if you want to study on something, start studying on herbs and what you need. A lot of them that I talk about, and that most talk about, are the more gentle herbs, because that's a good place to start. But there are some more potent ones that I've found that has really, really, really helped me, that will fight about everything they throw at us. So yeah, you need to look into all of that. I just think what a wonderful God. He gave us what we needed, but the evil side, the other side, wants to take that away from us, and has been trying very sneakily to replace it with things that actually harm instead of help. They may help in some regards, but underneath and behind the scenes, they're harming in other ways. Destroying organs in the body or what have you. So if you want to strengthen your body, we don't get the vitamins and minerals from our food as we used to, because the land has just been wore out and depleted with chemicals and everything. So it's hard to get, and I can't eat like I used to. I mean, you're supposed to have at least 8 or 9 servings of just vegetables alone a day. And just that alone, if I ate nothing else, I couldn't eat that much. But one of the ways to get those minerals and vitamins is through teas. It's a wonderful way. So just wanted to share some of this with you, and instead of just in that dark little trailer, we're between rainstorms. Yes, we finally have been getting some rain, which is really awesome. A lot of times that's when I do my inside videos, because I can't get out and about. But we haven't had much rain, but this is our rainy season. We'll get some, and then it'll probably be 9 or 10 months we won't have any. I don't know how it's going to be. The weather's been so different, but anyway, I just thought I'd get out for a minute and show you some beauty as I finished off my video, and we will catch you all next time. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. It's free. It helps, and they're unsubscribing many from me and making it very hard to grow. So I really need your subscriptions. I get enough of them. They let a few through. Maybe people just don't like to hear about the herbs. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you do. I hope you see the importance of it. I hope that I am helping somebody, giving you ideas to do, to use. I hope you're picking up something. And I pray for you all. I pray for my subscribers, the ones that come back all the time and make comments. I can pray for by name. Others, I just pray. All I can do is pray a general prayer for you. But I am praying for all that come to this channel. I hope that you find a special peace here, a special something, and a blessing you may get that you don't even know about. Anyway, God bless, and we'll catch you all next time.